Hi everyone, I'm Pastor Donna from Heaven to Earth Ministries, and thank you so much for joining me today for our daily devotional. I really appreciate you being here. Our theme today is the abiding Jesus, and if you've been with us this month, you know that we are talking each day about the character of Christ, getting to know Christ, the one who gave his life for us and was resurrected and ascended to heaven and now sits at the right hand of God. We're getting to learn his character so that we can get to know him better. And today we are talking about the abiding Jesus. We're going to start by reading John chapter 15. In verse 5, he says, I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. And then 7 and 8, if you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. This is to my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples. I like the way he says he's the vine and we're the branches. That shows a very, very close-knit relationship. The branch, if a branch breaks off the vine, it will die. It cannot survive without the vine. And that is how it is with us. Other translations talk about abiding with Jesus. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you. And in another translation, he says in a different translation, the same scripture reads, I am the sprouting vine and you're my branches. As you live in union with me as your source, faithfulness will stream from within you. But when you live separated from me, you are powerless, just like a branch that separates itself from the vine. If you live in life union with me, and if my words live powerfully within you, then you can ask whatever you desire, and it will be done. When your lives bear abundant fruit, you demonstrate that you are my mature disciples who glorify my Father. Then in verses 9 and 10, I've loved you the way my Father has loved me. Make yourselves at home in my love. If you keep my commands, you'll remain intimately at home in my love. That's what I've done, kept my Father's command and made myself at home in his love. I really like that because being with Jesus is being at home. When Jesus talks about dwelling in us and we dwell in his word, that's more than just taking a few moments a day and praying some casual prayer or taking a few moments a day and reading our Bibles. It's much more than that. It's not an exercise. It's the way we live. Abide suggests taking up residence, making a home, like I abide in my house. This is my home. This is where I live. Christ promised to dwell in our hearts as we dwell in his word. So these two go hand in hand, and that's being home. Being home is abiding with Christ. And that is why here in John 15, going down to verse 15, Jesus said, I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends. For everything that I learned from my Father, I have made known to you. So that brings a question to mind. How do we treat Jesus? Is Jesus just a creed? Is Christianity just another religion? Or is Jesus our personal friend? That person that we can talk to when we need someone to talk to. That person who writes us the letter and we're just constantly rereading that letter because that person is such a dear friend and so special to us. There's no pleasure in this life, in this world, that compares to having Jesus as our personal friend. So we want him to abide in us, and we do that by abiding with his word. In Matthew 11, I want to read this as our final scripture for today. Matthew 11, verse 28 and 29. And this is what Jesus said. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. Are you tired? Is it getting rough for you? Are you wishing that things would just stop, that they would just go away? Well, that burden we can put on Jesus because he says he's gentle, he's humble in heart, and he'll find rest for our souls. So do you need some rest? Turn to Jesus and let him carry your burdens so you can rest. Thank you so much for joining me today for our daily devotional. I appreciate it so much when you join me. I love having you here. Please give this video a thumbs up. That lets YouTube know that you like the content we put out. Also, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, we would sincerely appreciate it if you could do that. It means a lot to us. And those of you who are subscribed, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being part of our family. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow for another devotional. Bye-bye.